Good evening. I would like to call the meeting order. Let's start with the roll call.
You're echoing, just so you know.
I'm echoing a lot. All right. I thought we. All right. How about now?
That's better.
Okay. Any echoing?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Let's start with roll call. Commissioners present. I'm Don Griffin.
Cindy Canarney here.
Nick Kappas here.
David Walter here.
Okay. Staff present.
Jeff Underwood, Controller Treasurer.
Christina Finley, Hand Department.
Brent Pierce,
Hand Department. Matt Swinney, Hand Department.
Larry Allen leading.
Alex Crowley, Economic Sustainable Development.
Okay. Let's start with the reading of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting and the executive session on January 19th, 2021?
I move that we approve the minutes from January 19th, 2021 and the executive session also January 19th, 2021.
Cindy Canarney seconds.
All those in favor? Aye. Don Griffin.
Cindy Canarney, yes.
Nick Kappas, yes.
David Walter, yes.
None opposed. The motion carries. Examination of claims. Is there a motion to approve the claims register for January the 22nd, 2021?
This is David Walter. I'll make a motion to accept claims.
Cindy Canarney.
Nick Kappas. Yeah,
All
go ahead. I think Cindy seconded.
Yeah, Cindy had a second. Let's go with Cindy.
Yeah.
All those in favor? Aye. Don Griffin.
Cindy Canarney, yes.
Nick Kappas, yes.
David Walter, yes.
None opposed. The motion does carry. Examination of payroll registers. Is there a motion to approve?
Yeah, so I had you and then you as co-host.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Say what now?
Oh.
What's wrong?
I think
Everybody?
people were, I think people didn't realize they were on mute or off mute.
Oh, okay, fair. All right, let's go with examination of payroll registers. Is there a motion to approve the payroll register for January the 15th, 2021?
Cindy Canarney moves approval of the payroll register from January 15th of 2021.
Nick Kappas, seconds.
All in favor? Aye. Don Griffin.
Cindy Canarney, yes.
Nick Kappas, yes.
David Walter, yes.
None opposed. The motion carries. Next, we'll start with some officers and committee reports. Is there a director report?
Jay Doris retired, so.
I know. So I think, isn't Brent our new guy?
Yeah, hey folks, this is Brent Pierce. First day as acting or interim director at hand. As fortune would have it, what was a chest cold last week turned into a double eye infection over the weekend. So my first day on duty, I was out of the office. But I was in communication with folks all day, and from what I gathered from Doris last week, there wasn't a director's report for this evening's meeting. So I know that there's an agenda item later for a habitat approval of a budget, but as far as director's report, there's nothing formal to discuss tonight.
Okay. Brent, we still haven't received our cookies. Has anybody received their cookies yet? Any of the? It's kind of a tradition that when someone comes in with your new job, that they send cookies over to all the redevelopment commissioners.
We've all heard about the USPS delays in the mail. I think something must have happened with the packages. I'll be sure to get those tracking numbers and figure out where they're at and And,
All right.
but we'll make good on that for sure.
Hey,
Thank you,
Brent,
Brent. No problem.
Brent, weren't those virtual cookies?
Oh, well, that's even easier problem to solve. Yeah.
There you go.
I'll send out some emojis later.
Okay. Well, welcome aboard, Brent. Love having you, man.
I appreciate you all and I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
All right. Is there a legal report?
No legal report. Certainly can't top that.
Okay. Is there a treasurer's report?
There is no treasurer's report.
Okay. Is there a CTP update report?
Just briefly, I wanted to keep everybody up to date on the latest activity related to the Economic Development Administration grant, the EDA grant. If you recall, back in December, we were given an indication of some not full funding potential, but partial. So we are completing a update to the application, which will be submitted by midweek next week. And a lot of activity going on right now. You all have approved some additional architecture work, et cetera. So that work will be completed by midweek next week. And then it is our expectation that for somewhere between 60 and 120 days after that, so probably carrying us into the summer, there'll be some back and forth with the EDA depending on are there parts of the application that they need clarification on, et cetera. We'll keep you apprised of any significant updates as they occur.
Fantastic. Do we have any questions? Any redevelopment commissioners have any questions for any of the directors? Okay. If nothing, let's go on to new business. The first item of business is the bid opening for the 4th Street Garage Spade. Is that correct? Spade? Okay.
Space. Yeah, it should be space. So we'll do the 4th Street at first then, I guess. So as you know, before the Redevelopment Commission can sell or lease any property, we have to give notice and open any offers at a public meeting. This is the opening of that public meeting. We published notice for the 4th Street Garage and both the Trades District Garage, which will take in turn on January 4th and January 11th in the Herald Times. Both of those offered the non-parking, non-residential spaces within the garages, so potentially commercial space. Some of it's going to be used for governmental offices, but the potential commercial space in those garages were offered for lease. They were offered for an amount of the not lesser than the average of 2 appraisals, which was $20 per square foot. As far as I'm concerned, or as I know, we did not receive any written offers for the 4th Street Garage. Is that correct, Alex?
I have not received any offers I'm aware of.
Okay. So under the statute, because there are no offers to open and to present to you all, under the statute, we cannot lease those properties for 30 days for any amount less than the amount that they were offered for, the average of the 2 appraisals, so that $20 per square foot. However, we can begin negotiations for a private leasing and private placement. So that's what we'll begin to do, and we'll keep you apprised of how those negotiations continue and if we receive any offers in the meantime.
Okay. So you've taken care of our first 2 items under new business, which is the bid opening for the 4th Street Garage space and the Trades District Garage space.
That's correct. The same was true for the Trades District Garage, as with the amount was the same and the notice dates were the exact same. Okay.
Then let's move on to the next item of business. We don't need to approve that, correct? That's you legally have to make a statement, but we don't need to approve anything, correct?
That's correct. There's nothing to approve. We just had to make the notice, and this is our public meeting, so that people could see when those offers were opened.
Okay, fantastic. Let's go on to the next item of business. It's Resolution 21-07, agreement with the Ignition Arts for Trades District Gateway Art. Is there anyone present that wants or needs to speak in regards to this resolution?
Larry, would you be able to just give a quick overview of what it is that the resolution contains? And then Sean's here to maybe provide some more context as necessary to the commissioners.
Sure, I can do that. This resolution is basically a contractual agreement with Ignition Arts. Ignition Arts, we had done a public input session, which Sean can give you more details about, soliciting designs for this gateway project at the Trades District. This is part of the infrastructure development along the Trades District, and where we renovated, obviously, Maker Way, the 10th Street, all of the infrastructure there that we're redeveloping in the Certified Technology Park, named the Trades District. Design was chosen, an artist was chosen, and from that artist, he's based in Germany. Ignition Arts, which is a local company, was selected to basically implement, design, and install that public art. So this is the agreement for that particular art. And Sean, if you have the details that you would like to share, take it away, please.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Sean Starwitz, ESD. So I actually presented to the RDC on this project. I think Don was probably the only member that was on the board back then. It was about 3 years ago. We did an open call, an international call. We narrowed it down to 5 finalists, and Stefan Rice was the agreed upon from the Bloomington Arts Commission. We did a variety of public input. And so there's a lot of different kind of moving parts with this. It's a 1% project, it's actually been the first 1% project that I've been involved in out of our department. And so now it's kind of finally coming to fruition. So in the contract, you'll see the actual updated renders of the work. It's a little bit smaller in scale, but it's on the way that we've been thinking about our public art kind of opportunities historically with Maya Michelson and the Arts Commission has been these kind of gateway pieces, these signature pieces. There's one on Seminary Park, on 2nd Street right there. That was a traditional gateway. There's one by the 4th Street Fire Station. So in the same kind of spirit of that, we thought about that as an opportunity for us for this particular project by Stefan Rice. Ignition Arts is based out of Indianapolis. They're a great fabrication firm that has really been, is internationally known for public art fabrication. So this is the first time we were able to marry an artist who had not had a lot of public art experience with actual fabricators to kind of pull off the project. So it's a really kind of nice closed loop kind of project in that sense. So it's scaling artists up into the potential for public projects. I'm happy to announce that Stefan has gotten another public art commission for the city of Houston after participating in our open call. So obviously he's an artist on the rise. And so we're really excited about this. I'm happy to provide any other kind of context. These public art projects are very nuanced, and even though it was awarded in 2018, we are now signing the contract, this week after we get signatures from the RDC, because there's a lot of just different moving parts in engineering to pull off these kinds of projects. But as the Trades District Garage comes into fruition, we are hopeful that this project will actually come into place at the end of this year as well. So it will be a nice kind of infrastructural investment on both sides, both from the Trades District Garage and also having this gateway piece, signature piece for the Trades District done in 2021.
Any questions?
Just one quick question from a maintenance expense. What is that projected to be? Is there any ongoing maintenance?
We do budget that into the project. So we actually have on retainer between 5 and 10% of the total budget that we kind of hold back. We started doing that when I came into this position. We are still working that because the piece has been significantly scaled to meet the site more appropriately, and there's less LED maintenance. But that is of major concern for myself, my department, and overseeing the design of that and kind of the rescaling. There's issues with lawn care providers, right? So we're not going to have any grass around the piece, unfortunately, just because of, that could cause some consistent maintenance concerns. So we don't have an annual budget impact. The lifespan of the LEDs are graded pretty well, 10 plus years. So I don't see there's no major red flags when it comes to the design. We've already kind of vetted that process out as we've kind of scaled the piece appropriately for that site.
So 5% of the 90,230 is what's held back for maintenance. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah, give or take in our 1%, we have like a kind of a general fund that we've had from the city under the BAC funds. It's called the 403 account. And so we annually report out on any kind of major maintenance funds, but it's housed in that under the Bloomington Arts Commission, and then they kind of distribute it out. So every project since 2016, we've kind of retained money in lieu if there's maintenance concerns that arise.
Thank you.
Any other questions in regards to resolution 21-07? And I'm going to open it up to the public. Anyone from the public have any questions in regards to resolution 21-07? Okay. Do we have a motion?
This is Cindy Canardi. I make a motion that we accept resolution 21-07.
Nick Kappa seconds.
All those in favor? Aye. Don Griffin.
Cindy Canardi, yes.
Nick Kappas, yes.
David Walter, yes.
Okay, motion is approved. The last item of business is resolution 21-08. Approval of funding agreement with Habitat for Humanity for infrastructure improvements. Hold on here. Can we go back? We have a question. I'm gonna see if we can. Wasn't able to tell the exact location of the planned art. Could Sean describe that? This is coming from B Square Beacon.
Yes, there's a little, can everybody hear me? Sorry, I thought I had an echo there. There's a little plaza there on 10th Street. So there's a little scaled area right there on 10th, and what's the north-south? It's not, it's not Maker Way. Is it Morton?
Madison.
What am I thinking?
It's Madison and
Madison. Yeah, Madison and 10th. There's a little scaled plaza area. And so it'll be on the second tier of that graded site, that kind of gateway piece for Dave.
Okay. Does that answer it, Beacon? Oh, no problem. All right, thank you. Okay, let's get back to the funding agreement with Habitat for Humanity for infrastructure improvement, resolution 21-08. Who is speaking in regards to this resolution?
I can, Don. Matt Swinney with hand.
Hey.
This is just the funding agreement to get the Osage Place started to be the extension of Guy Drive into the housing development that Habitat for Humanity is doing over there. So just the beginning steps of what they're getting ready to start.
Okay, where can you give us that? What did you say? Guy Drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions from any?
This is David Walter. Just want to mention this was something that came up during physical improvements when I served on there. We went down and looked at this site, and of course the commission has already reviewed and approved this, so now we're just moving on to the funding agreement. And this, of course, with block grant money has gone through on up the chain, city council, mayor's office, and so on. So this is a great project. It's going to take a long time to build this out. And when we get done, we'll have a new housing community down there.
Just briefly, I would add the funding commitment here, the $800,000 that is pledged is also in exchange for Habitat. Will keep 55% or 25 of the homes, whichever is greater. So either 25 homes or 55% of the overall development as affordable for a period of 30 years is Habitat's commitment to this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very cool. Any questions from the public in regards to Resolution 21-08? No? Okay. Redevelopment commissioners, do we have any questions or comments in regards to this project? It's been on the books for quite a long time, kind of a wish list for affordable housing for a very long time, right?
No, I think it's great.
What'd you say?
I said, I think it's great.
I do too. I do too. Do we have a motion?
This is Cindy Canardi. I make a motion. We accept Resolution 21-08.
This is David Walter. I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Don Griffin.
Cindy Canardi, yes.
Nick Kappas, yeah.
David Walter, yes.
And no opposed, none opposed. So the motion does carry. Thank you. Next item of business is general discussion and adjournment after that, if we don't have anything else that we'd like to say. No? Okay.
A motion, we adjourn.
Oh, well, wait, I do have one thing.
Sorry, Nick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I would like to say that the community block grant for social services met, and we did our round of voting. And one of the things that we did as well is we identified opportunities for improvement in the process. So we're actually getting together this week to revise application process, notification process, and hopefully it will bring in more organizations to apply for block grants in the future.
Okay.
So everyone should know.
Nicely done.
Mhm.
Any other really cool things? No? Okay, so we had a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Nice. Second.
All right. All those in favor? Aye, Don Griffin.
Cindy Canardi, yes.
Nick Kappas, yes.
Dave Walter, yes.
All right. Have a great
All right.
day.
Motion carries. See you all later.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.